Netflix, big news overnight. Bloomberg broke the story, I think. They have signed a deal with the NFL.
Yep.
They told advertisers that the total ad-supported revenue over at Netflix is now north of $40 million. This is a sign, Mark. You yesterday were talking about European retailers not doing as well, consumers pulling back. If consumers in the United States and elsewhere are opting for an ad-supported Netflix as opposed to the more expensive premium Netflix without ads, I'm thinking that's also showing us that the consumer is pulling back on some of these streaming services.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's an area that I think people have always struggled with. You know, I've got Hulu, I've got Netflix, I've got Disney Plus, I've got ESPN, I've got and I don't know how much overlap there is. I don't even know where to get something. And then when I want to go and see my old Miami Vice episodes, they were all telling me, and it's one of my, that's one of my favorites. We are here in the Miami area.
He's got the shoes on right now.
I do have that. Let's not, that's for another show, folks. Maybe we'll talk to our producers about that. But when you go and find a show you want to watch, they say, oh, you can rent it. And you're like, rent it? WTF, I'm paying $30 here for it. So consolidation and the streaming wars. Look, I was a Netflix bear a year and change ago. I turned Netflix bull on Liz Clayman's show at some point in time, Q2 of last year. And man, have I been a bull ever since. These guys are absolutely crushing it. 40 million MAUs, right, which is the big metric in the stream, is almost as important as EPS and any other traditional metric. Monthly active users, and that's 40 million in that ad-supported tier. That's 40 million people that have said, I'll watch 30 seconds of a Levitra or whatever commercial it is, because it's always pharma. I don't know why.
It is pharma.
Or maybe they're just advertising to me because they think I'm getting old. That's a whole other conversation. But that said, I will watch that and save $8 or $9. The question I have, Pete, can Netflix maintain this level of growth and keep the street happy?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Wow.
And I think they have the power because of what they're able to do, including live sports, like John was just teasing about as well. So when you look at that and that 40 million of the MAUs, that's double what it was. So this is something at the start of the year. That's just the start of the year. So imagine that. I mean, this is absolutely incredible what they're able to do, and they are the one who stands out. And I still point the finger. We talked about this, about Disney buying Netflix years ago. Years ago. At the time, I think Netflix was trading $65 a share. It's a long ways from there. And that would and that would have been, should have been. We did talk about it. It's not like we're just coming back later saying, oh, yeah, they should have done that. We said that at the time that they should have done that. And that was a huge mistake by Disney.
Yeah. And now, Pete, Netflix is $280 billion and Disney's $165 billion.
Maybe they buy Disney.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Netflix, you want an amusement park? Maybe a sports channel?
A couple of ships and a couple other things. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, some Disney ships.